And once I see a green light on YouTube, I'm just gonna paste the link Rooney into the chat for everyone to enjoy and listen to. Well, hopefully. I think so. Because we're gonna be so amazing. I think so.
Oh yeah.
Don't we all? So, how are you guys?
I'm doing good.
Pretty good.
Yep,
Pretty good with my
same.
life. Just came out of the airport. Pretty cool.
Cool. Let's go in order. Infernox, how was your day so far?
The day was pretty good, you know. It's Thanksgiving weekend, you know.
Ah.
Spent time with my family. Went home, and I'm back at school now. So that's good. I'm all settled in. Yeah, and it's been pretty productive, you know. Working on some class stuff, working on some other things, you know. Having a good time. It's pretty much my weekend. Stuffed myself, so I'm a little full for Thanksgiving still. You know, turkey and mashed potatoes and all that.
Gulu, right.
Yeah.
So,
Are you live right now?
yep, Sea Dog.
Oh me. I don't know. Kind of the same. With my grandparents for the past 2 days, and got back yesterday, and just probably hanging out, not doing really anything, just taking a chill weekend for once.
Just chilling, right?
Yeah, just chilling.
Cool, carnivores and chill. Moving on. Hello, Mario fan. Van lol.
Hello.
So, how
Uh,
is your day? Or how was your day so far?
a little bit. I was very sleepy. I used to up till 2 trying to catch a flight at like getting to a flight at 4 or something like that. Then I had to fly, so it was a little bit uncomfortable, but I managed to get here. Other than that, it was pretty cool.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Hmm.
And just so people can listen to my soothing voice and give an answer for them that what my day has been. It's gonna be short though, but whatever. There is uh, an entire event in our country. It's kind of like a tabletop day where we can
What are you
play
talking about that?
all kinds of board games stuff and games, anything like Ticket to Ride, uh, Colt Express.
Do you have a favorite, Miss?
Oh, I have a bunch of them. Although, if I have to pick a one based off of strategy, I would go with Hive.
I've never
It's
played
my
Hive before.
Yeah,
it's my new
yeah.
favorite. Basically, it's almost like chess, but it's not an actual chess. You get a few, I don't know what they call pieces, which are formed like bugs, and you have
I'm looking at it
to
now. It looks pretty interesting.
like move with them in several ways, and you have to capture the opponent's queen, like on all six sides of them.
So it's
Basically, in
like
a
a bee
nutshell.
chess.
Yeah, it's a bee chess. Oh, well,
Mm.
mostly like a bug chess because there's ants, spiders, uh, crickets, and of course there's expansion for it like ladybugs, so on and so forth. I don't even know all of them. But tomorrow there's gonna be a race which I'm gonna take part in. So wish me luck, guys.
Oh,
Alright, good luck.
what
Eh,
type of race? Is it going to be 13.1, 16, 22, 26.2?
uh, basically, it's just gonna play Hive.
Ah,
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but there's gonna be multiple races which I'm gonna try and achieve stuff in it because today I won like two sets of story cubes. which are games, but whatever. So,
Mhm.
speaking of games, before I get to that, people, welcome to the community podcast. After this 5 minutes of small talk, let me introduce our fine people. Here we are having Infernox in our greatest slot right now as one of our partner. Say hello, Infernox.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a good day, it's like I am. So, yeah, excited. Answer any questions you may have.
We have one of our beloved admins, Sea Dog Boy.
Hello. What's up? I'm
Okay,
here.
that's pretty much shorter than Infernox had, okay? And for the first time, we are having a host from the staff, quote unquote staff group, and that is Mario Fan Von Lowell.
Hello. Make sure to sleep in well. Don't stay up and have only 2 hours of sleep.
I'll try to. It's gonna be a long weekend for me, for sure. Getting back on the games, we were talking about a lot of them so far. What do you guys think when I say games? What's the first thing that pops into your mind? Infernax.
Minecraft.
Ah,
Oh,
oh,
dang.
okay, Mario. Let's go
Okay.
backwards then. Mario. Yeah, Minecraft. That's it.
Yup.
Okay, Sea Dog.
Well, I mean, like I had said this last podcast, Minecraft's probably the only game I'm actively playing right now. So, same thing for me.
Oh, and Infernax.
Like Mario and Sea Dog, I do think of Minecraft because I play Minecraft a lot, and my game shows on Minecraft. A lot of people's game shows are on Minecraft. But also when I think of game shows, I just think of fun in general. It's a fun thing to do. Fun. It's always get together with friends, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what
Now,
I think when I think of game shows.
now there's multiple ways to play games, right? Like there's, can we list all of them? Let's give it a try. Like I know that there's Minecraft, that pretty much PC games or any console games. What else we can get? Like board games. Which other way or
Video
platform
games.
can we play games?
You can play them on many platforms, like you just said. Board games, it's a lot of
I
things to
mean,
do, a
yeah.
lot of choices. Video games is another thing. I know Overwatch is a big community right now. Uh, like board games too. I play tabletop every once in a while with my friends, so that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Just that feeling of having a board in front of you and playing, like with pieces and movies. That is an experience all in itself, in my opinion.
Alright,
There's
cool.
many ways you can define a game.
Yeah.
Um, I know Minecraft Game Show is a thing when it's coming up to creating a game, but have you tried in any other different ways?
Explain the question. So you mean like besides creating a game, like playing a game, or
No, I mean creating a game, as in not just Minecraft, anything else. Have
Oh,
you ever thought
I
of
think.
creating a game?
oh yeah, definitely. If you guys, I have an example. If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, go for it.
When I get together with my family, I actually like to host something. Do you know the game called like it's Mafia, or it's also called Werewolf in
Mm-hmm.
some places?
Transylvania.
It's yeah, where you give each person roles. So like when I get together with my family, one thing I like to do because I have a lot of younger cousins as well. We get all together and I'll set up something like that where I'll create the roles and create the pieces and narrate the story and have that whole game going on.
Nice.
It's an example, something I do.
Good. I love it.
Hmm.
Who doesn't love a werewolf from a Mafia game, right?
True. How about you guys? Sea Dog? Mario?
I think a game. A game, I think, can be just anything that find fun. Like, I don't know.
But have you
Yeah, I'll.
tried creating a game?
Uh, as in not in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say like really creating a game, but I did go through uh kind of class, not like an official class, but they just like taught you when you're working with kids and stuff. Like, oh, you can make a game on the spot, keep them occupied, entertain them real quick. Just think of a quick game, like I don't know, anything that they find fun. Like, I don't know if it has to be like, oh, I'm gonna make this game and make it official, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, it can be anything because it's all upon your imagination on what you wanna
Yep.
do. Mario.
Mm, I really haven't created a game that's outside of Minecraft and stuff. I guess I have in the past, but like it's a long time ago. And I used to do Skype game shows, just like kind of similar to what we do in Minecraft, like Survivor, Big Brother, but instead use challenges that can be done on Skype. I could do the same thing on Discord as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Before we heading on with the questions, people in the chat, feel free to ask anything. Uh, maybe uh, considering has something to do with the topic we are just discussing right now, or anything else. Feel free to say it or type it, or anything that we can see on the right, and we will answer it if we ever see it. So, starting with the first question, what do you guys think of Pokemon in general?
I sorry. Do you want to go, Mario, or you want me to go?
Depends. I just want to know who's going first.
Uh, you can go this time.
Okay. Game or anime? Or
Ooh.
either or.
Well, I would start with the game because we are discussing games right now. So
Yeah.
I think Pokemon in the game, in sense, has definitely come a long way in plot wise and gameplay wise, animation. Starting from like Pokemon Red and Blue to like now you have Sun and Moon. You can see a complete difference in Pokemon game styles.
mm-hmm.
I really haven't played a Pokemon game. The only one I played was Pokemon Platinum, and I kind of got stuck at a gym, so I couldn't do much from there. But I definitely can see how Pokemon has definitely, insert joke, evolved over time. Um, but yeah, I guess it's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Ran well franchise, especially now it's gone mobile.
Anyone
Mm-hmm.
else?
Yeah, I can go. I have actually been a huge fan of the Pokemon games since I was a kid. I have, every single generation game. So I've been playing a lot. Like I've been playing Pokemon Sun right now. I really
Lucky.
enjoy the games. Yeah, it's really fun. I love how the one thing I like about them is just the imagination, like the artwork. It's all pretty fun, pretty cool to look at, and some people don't think of it like this, but I like looking at it as like a strategy game too. Training your Pokemon to get as the best they can be and like matching types against each other. It's pretty fun,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big fan of Pokemon.
And of course, Sea Dog Boy still hasn't been in Billy's basement to play Pokemon games, watch anime, and
Yeah, you guys know
eating
my situation.
eating pie. Was it?
Yeah, I've never had pie.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that is on our schedule
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the future. But
Still
until
waiting
then,
for it.
yeah, we are collecting donation for Sea Dog Boy's capturing.
You gotta get a plane ticket to come over here.
About the Pokemon Sun and Moon, I have a question, a personal question to you guys. Even if you haven't played much or don't know much about Pokemon, so that means you, Sea Dog. Um, because so far, up until Gen 6, including Gen 6, of course, It has been a set mind on how to play the game. So Gen 7 basically override everything and did it differently. What's your opinion about it?
I enjoy it. It's a nice change of pace. So for people who don't really know, what they did is in a normal Pokemon game, what you do is you go up against gym leaders and then make your way to the Elite Four. They don't do that in this game anymore. They do what they call trials. So as you progress in the game and get to certain places, you'll have to do random things. So it's a nice change of pace, honestly. You know, you don't. It still requires you to level up your Pokemon and still progress through the game, but you won't have to be like specifically focused on beating one person. You can actually take your time, go through the game, and it feels more natural. Like you don't have to stop at a build. You know how to describe it? It's like a
Mm-hmm.
actual journey. It's not like you have to stop every once in a while and fight a boss. It's you just progress through the game. It feels more natural to me.
Oh, I haven't played it, so I don't have much of an experience. Although I've seen a lot of trailers and sneak peeks and playthroughs, so I would say it's a different approach. A lot of people might say it's not the best thing for them because they got used to something else that they have been so far. But yeah, Pokemon is definitely trying to spruce up a few things. Definitely. Before I'm heading off with the next question, just a little bit of a transition between those two questions. Um, what's your opinion about the Pokemon anime? Even
I
if
don't
it's
think
just the first season or anything.
I'll take that question, I guess. Well, it's gonna go around, but I'll start. Um, I think the Pokemon anime, likewise the game, has definitely changed better in animation, but I consider the plot line to be repetitive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Ash goes to gyms, Ash goes to tournaments, Ash loses the tournament, recycle.
Hence repeat.
Um, I dropped out from the anime as soon as Diamond and Pearl was over, because Brock was my favorite character out of all of them.
Barack
Um,
Obama.
oh my gosh, get out! Just kidding, this is your podcast. No, but Brock was pretty cool. I liked him a lot, and it's like to see him like leave the anime was like it's not as enjoyable to me. I could care less if the plot was repetitive, but Brock was just there, just comedic relief, and that was something I really liked about the Pokemon anime. But now everything's going different way. People may have other opinions, but that's just my own opinion.
Infernox?
I am not as informed on the anime as Mario is, I think, but I can agree that it does get repetitive after a while, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have much else to say about it. I think because of technology, I think if I've seen like bits and pieces here and there, like the animation's gotten better, so it's a much better thing. It's more fun to look at. It looks more exciting and action packed if that's what they're trying to get. But like Mario said, it is repetitive. So
Yeah, I agree.
I would.
maybe that's why they're trying to move away from the gym leaders. Maybe create a new atmosphere.
Yeah,
Who
most
knows?
definitely. I I would say I've seen so far 4 episodes of Sun and Moon anime. It's it's entirely different. It's a whole new experience for me to watch. And yes, I've seen every single Pokemon episode so far. I should get a life. But whatever. Basically, the last episode, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, or at least I try not to, but the fourth episode pretty much warmed up my heart. The moments, the feelings, and everything. Oh my god, I was like, uh, it was almost a similar feeling like when I was watching cat videos when they are like really derp or just making me happy and all. but without cats. Like with more Pokemon and all. But whatever. What else? Alright, moving on with the question that we had. What's your favorite anime ever? Mine is Deadman Wonderland. I haven't seen that one. What about you guys?
Hmm, who wants to start? Sea Dog?
Can't
I,
say I've ever seen that.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
not watched any anime, so yeah, sorry, Sea
Yeah, I
Dog. That's
apologize.
another question that you are like being passive.
I'll take some information from you guys. So it's
Ah,
work.
alright. All the anime I've watched so far. Um, I'm a bit torn on a couple anime. Because the way it gets me, it's like they have to level it a certain way and have to categorize it. But so I am torn between Love Live and uh Mirai Nikki, otherwise known as Future Diary.
Mario, are
Which
you
one?
really torn? Like Capri torn?
Not really. It depends on the season. I'll be hyped for certain anime at certain times. But as of now, my favorites would be Love Live and Mirai Nikki. Vernox.
Uh, I haven't heard any of those. Honestly, I'm not a big anime person, so I don't know pretty much a lot about it. You know,
Just
only the
say
very, very
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Pokemon is a great anime. Okay,
uh,
that's pretty much.
What
I
about
think
you,
me and
Mez?
Sea Dog are in the same boat here.
on my end, well, right now that I'm really enjoying and have watched over a few times is Boku no Hero, Hero Academia. It's something else. It feels a little bit One Punch ish, but not entirely. Like it's all about superheroes and they try to save the world against villains and so on and so forth. But it has a nice build up. There is an actual character development. It's not just all funs and lols. There is deep moments, deep emotional moments as well. But not gonna say much about it. Let's just say that's top of the year anime for me or anything. Oh, somebody's spamming Ruby. All right. uh, what else? Yeah, so far I would say that only. I did watch a lot of anime, but if it doesn't really catch me, I'm just not remembering it. That's it. um, moving on. There was a question from Chocolate. What is your least favorite pokes? I would guess it's Pokemon's, but yeah,
I might
Mm,
be able to answer this. I don't.
might be. Give it a try. Sea Dog?
Well, I don't know. It's very uh, bandwagony, but I did play Pokemon Go. That's the only access I had to Pokemon, pretty much. But I don't know. I just don't really understand. There's a lot of them. They're like popular, and that's why people like them. Like I can't really think of any in specific, but I don't know. Just those ones that everyone's like obsessed about, even though they have like no real reasoning. They're just like, you know.
Is it Dragonite?
I mean, obviously Dragonite's pretty, but just because it's, I guess, the strongest or whatever. That's what I know from it.
Ah, okay.
But like people would say, "Oh, I know, no, I don't mean to offend you, Mario. I know you're Raichu, but like, oh, Pikachu, he's the OG. It's my favorite. I don't know. It's pretty
Uh,
cool, but
yeah. Mario?
I'm answer the question, but a little bit of backstory. I'm a Raichu because I want to be a bit different because I see a lot of Pikachus everywhere, and like it's a bit stereotypical. Just like having headphones with a hoodie, Minecraft skin is a bit, not original, if you know what I mean.
Rip.
So it's like similar with Pikachu. So that's why I chose to be like a Raichu and like a little suit and stuff. So it's like more original based. So it's like that's why I transitioned to Raichu. Also, I can say that Raichu's a lot better than Pikachu because level status. My least favorite Pokemon. I really don't know what my least favorite Pokemon is. So I'm gonna have to go with the Pokemon anime to find out which one is my least favorite. A lot of them had a lot of Pokemon relief and stuff. Like it was awesome. Like I would say Magikarp, but in the first anime, it was hilarious how they kept pulling out Magikarp, and he was just that useless. um, but yeah, if anything, if I'm going off of if it's useful or not, I'm probably gonna say Magikarp is my least favorite.
Infernox?
All right, get ready for story time.
Oh no.
So-
Oh god.
You're playing a Pokemon game, right?
Yeah.
The first time, you get past the first few gyms and you're doing pretty well, and you get to a place called Mount Moon.
Oh god, yeah.
And from that point forward, every cave you go into, there's a million Zubats. Zubat after Zubat after Zubat.
You
It-
take 5 steps. And then
Zubat.
there's a Zubat. Another
It's a
5 step. Zubat.
There are That's the only reason. Cool, it's a bat Pokemon, but because it comes every time you go in a cave, it doesn't even matter what game you're in. If you're in a cave, there will be a Zubat right around the corner. Every corner, every 5 steps. So that's why I don't have a hatred, I just have a dislike for all the Zubats in the games.
You just like have like some sort of weird Pokemon trainer traumatic experience with Zubat.
And just think about it too. If you add an actual Zubat, the shriek, like if you've heard it before, it's like loud, and it just, especially in a cave, it would be. Okay, please don't trigger me right now. We don't want to trigger Infernox.
No, we don't.
So,
My twin
based
tail.
on my playing Pokemon games experience, Zubat every time. Every
Well,
time you go in a cave.
funny thing because my favorite Pokemon has a little bit of a relationship to Zubat because it's Crobat. Whenever I play a Pokemon game, and if it's possible, I try to reach it to the final form, Crobat. It's really fast. It's really sneaky. I like the movesets that it has, and yeah, and of course the design is also something that I really love about it. But my least favorite, and yet again, it's has to do something with the design. It's Poplio.
A lot of people are
Poplio?
upset with Poplio.
Yeah,
Season.
that one unfortunate Poplio is so confused with his gender if it's male. It's like
Yeah.
I
It's
did.
supposed to be a siren, right?
Yeah, but sirens are like just female.
They're mainly female, yeah.
WTF, Game
It
Freak.
didn't make sense. I thought they were gonna go for, when I first saw it, I thought they were gonna go for like a circus animal.
I thought they were gonna go for like some sort of seal with like a ball on its nose.
Yeah, exactly, a sea lion. And they had the art with him blowing bubbles and like playing around with them like they're, bouncy like beach balls or something.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I
you are ending up with this. Although, do keep in mind, Water Fairy probably represents the best fates possible, but gender-wise, I wouldn't say it's the best option they could ever came up with. But yeah. Speaking of, just going back a little bit with the Zubats, Infernox, are you ready to face off? More
I'm always
Zubats.
ready to face. Oh, face off against the Zubats. You're not prepared whenever you go into a cave. You're never prepared for the Zubats. One like I guarantee you, like probably the most. I don't know. There's always Zubats. But I am always ready to face off. So
What
always
about
ready. And
face on?
uh, I think I have my face on right now.
Just don't
Um,
Yeah,
make
it's
me punch you your face in the face.
then my face would really be off.
um,
Be
Yep.
unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. But face off. Always ready to face off. Just stick
Is that
around.
a hint for season 2?
Uh,
yeah.
maybe hint, maybe not.
Maybe.
Always ready.
Okay,
Good.
people, please feel free to ask anything about us. If you have a question, we will gladly answer it. Although we have halfway through the podcast, but we are still doing 30 minutes more. So, anything you wish to know about, well, about us. I almost said about life, but then again, we are not really much experienced players in life, are we now?
I don't know, Mez. You're pretty old.
Thanks.
Well,
Lol.
re-
Well, older than us, I guess.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm that old. I do have some experience, but still not enough. I'm still just a
There's
grasshopper.
always more.
There's always more. Messy more. Oh god. Uh, Speaking of which, have you ever guys tried to be innovative, like try to create something new than the other people have, like, or just whatever you did so far,
What do you
you
mean?
think like it's not legit enough, and you want to create something new-ish from that thing. Like, for example, uh, there's a game show, and probably it's gonna be specific for Mario fan and Inferno. Sorry, Sea Dog, these conversations are it's just like I
No,
don't
I can
know.
try.
Give it a try, yeah.
I have no
So
experience.
this is just an example. If you wanna create a Minecraft game show and you want to try something new, like give it some new twists or just make it a little bit more different than the other game shows, like how would you do that?
I have an answer, but I'll let them go first if they want.
Uh,
mm,
whatever
can
you
you repeat
like.
the question? I'm busy trying to get my lead and try to get everyone, strangle them to join this chat.
I think he's talking about like what things when you want to make a new game show, what things you want to think about, what things you want to go through. Am I right, Maz?
Yeah, but was just an example, but it can be used for anything, really. Anything that you want to create as a new that you think it was like not the best from others, like, or you want to make it something different than the others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess I can talk about the creation of Face Off a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, for a while, I've played in a few game shows, and I really like them. And people were asking me a lot, do you ever think about doing your own game show? Do because they were, wondering if I had because I posted a lot and I did a lot of things. They were
Mhm.
interested about that. So, that got me thinking, uh, if I did a new game show, how would I go about doing it, right? And from that point, I decided I needed to figure out how I could make myself like use the game show formula, but make it unique in a sense that I wanted to make it recognizable from all the other game shows that were going on, because there are a lot of game shows going on in the community.
And not in a sense of unique impact.
No, no, not Unique Impact. No, because Unique does his own game shows. I don't want to, I want to be my own individual Infernox. How about that? Let's say that. So what I was doing is I was, one day I was trying to think of a concept. I was looking at a bunch of game shows. I was looking at, my time in TDM. I was looking at Strikeout. I was looking at all of the other game shows that were going on in the community. And one thing that I saw that was consistent throughout all the game shows was that every single one had everyone playing in every challenge, or they were in teams, but there was always multiple, groups going on. So it was always somebody could affect somebody else's game in the sense if they were all competing at the same time. So when I noticed that, I decided to myself, how can I make that different? And that was when the idea came to be, what if I just made them 1 versus 1 player instead of having them all compete at the same time? And that was the that was the first idea for Face Off, was I wanted to base the game show on a 1 versus 1 challenge. And then after that, I had to start making the rules, like how would I get this to work? How would I make it so one person wouldn't be disadvantaged the whole time, like somebody being put up every single time, and that's where I came up with the crown.
Mm-hmm.
So if you win a competition, you're safe, and you have the power for the next competition. So you can't just be ganging up on one person. And then it was things like that. How would I would basically come up with problems. So when coming up with a game show, you got to think of what problems are going to happen, and then you got to think of how can I fix that, and then you add that to your game show. If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
For me at
So
least,
that was
or
kind of-
for us.
yeah. That was my thought process when I first came up with the idea for Face Off. Because the reason people weren't doing 1 versus 1 competitions were because it would be confusing to make, and it would be hard to like set up the structure, I guess. And like also, it would, I don't know. Some people may not find it as exciting as everybody rushing in, competing at the same time. But some people also, in my opinion, like it when you have the 1 person versus 1 person. Like, it's intense. It's do or die at this point,
Mm-hmm.
So,
It gives
Yeah.
a different kind of
Works, yeah.
tension.
mhm.
How about you,
So-
Sea Dog?
Well, I mean, when I say this, I don't mean to take anyone's thunder away, but it was I remember you guys asked me this last podcast if I was making a game show. I did make one, like half of one back in April, May, so before I got very, very involved in the community. But
Oh,
I
it
made
has been
one
a while. Wow.
with kind of this, not exactly the same, but kind of the same concept as Face Off.
Okay.
Except it was way more complicated. Like you said, it didn't really work out.
Yeah, it was hard to come up, like, yeah, I think you can agree with me. It was hard to come up with a way to make it work.
Yeah, well, mine is because I was really not obsessed, but I really enjoyed the concept of Survivor and binge watching all the seasons, that kind of stuff. And I was like, I want to make this. And so the concept was 2 teams fight, and then the losing team has to vote for someone, and then everyone as a whole cast has to vote for someone, and then those 2 fight, and then the loser goes home. So I mean, I think your concept definitely worked better. I only made like half of it before the server that I was running it on. The owner of the server shut it down for some odd reason.
Oh.
But I don't know. I was really proud of myself. I thought it looked really good. So I definitely won't do the same concept if I do a game show in the future. But who knows? My experience.
And Mario, you did a few game shows yourself with help by yourself, so on and so forth. How would you tackle this question?
Like, how do I tackle like the generic stereotype of game shows and change it into something more unique
Mm-hmm.
that gives a bigger impact?
But
I've been actually kind of working on a game show. I did a little test run. It kind of failed, but failure will always be an option for success in the future. In which that you have to compete in a competition, and the last person like to do so will be like executed, kind of. But however, in the midst of it, you need to have like some sort of twist, something that's a bit different. So I made sure that everyone has a specific function they can't do, or unless they'll be eliminated by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So simply put, I can make it so that in the whole entire game show, they're not allowed to shift,
Oh, that's
or
interesting.
else they'll be eliminated. That's just an idea I had came up with. But other than that, I really don't do like brand new game shows on Minecraft. It's usually we Alto and I usually copy off game shows like reality game shows such as Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race,
Legend of the
um,
Hidden Temple.
and GSM game shows. Yeah, GSM game shows like Family Feud, um, Nickelodeon Guts. There is just a lot of other game shows. You got Lingo, Chain Reaction. So it's just a bunch of other things, but we like it. If we were to create our own game show, it's kind of different. It would be a little weird, but eventually we'll probably be able to suffice it. But it takes a lot of planning in order to create your own masterpiece of a game show.
I can totally agree with that because, and this is gonna be my answer. Uh, I'm trying to be short, of course, but you know how I made Color Wars, right? Kind of was an inspiration from Nox Crew, but there was a few games that I was like, oh yeah, that looks good from here, and just mashing it up all together and trying to make new twists of some games. But after a while, I was like, yeah, Color Wars Season 1, Season 2, and now I'm done with Olympics as well. Outrage is a different story, but still the same games, and I was like, I need a change, and I will change a few things, which is a little bit of a secret that I'm gonna unfold for you guys.
Ooh.
Um, for the actual season 3 of Color Wars, it's not gonna be a tournament style anymore, although I'm turning back to the origins of Color Wars, the season 1 thing, where 4 people will compete and all. But let's just say when there's gonna be a winner, there will be something happening then. And there's another game show that will come up in 2017. It's a combination of Raven, Color Wars, and All for None. Good luck figuring that one out.
Hmm.
Well, if you have any,
Interesting.
well, if you wanna guess, then feel free. I'm not gonna give any answers. Let's just record it and look back on the podcast when we actually gonna reveal the thing and just have a laugh at it. If you guys have any tips, of course, or guesses.
Trying to think. So it's a combination of, you say, Color Wars, Raven, and All for None.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of the title name or just the standard.
Well, the
Game show
basics
itself.
of the elements of the game show, not the actual titles.
Well,
can
in Color
I?
Wars, it's a tournament, and if you're like last and you're out, and there's a little bit of like a bracket thing, unless that's just outrage. But
Could be
yeah,
roleplay esque.
something like that.
The Raven.
Well, could
All
be.
for None, I didn't look into that game show.
So I'm trying to think. All for None is like a group-based game show where
The
you
mole
have so
type
many,
stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
and you have like so many lives, and it's trying to think. So maybe groups of people working together with a pool of I'm not sure. A pool of lives. I'm not. How
Well,
does
I have
Raven
no
fit in that?
idea.
while the guys
don't
are
know.
still thinking, guys, feel free to ask any questions. We still have 15 minutes to
Seems
answer any kind of question. If nothing else, I will boggle these guys with my questions.
Oh no. Mesimo
There's
has some
a
tough
the
questions.
Zombie Slayer 78. I
Yeah,
think
Zombie
this is directed to me.
Slayer says favorite Danganronpa character, any game or anime.
I'm assuming Sea Dog nor Infernox know anything about Danganronpa.
I did see Danganronpa, but I don't remember any of the names, so I'm out. Reb?
I don't know. I'm out.
Yep.
So
That
much for
leaves
that
me.
question.
So much for that question. But no, I'll just, if it's obvious, Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer, like best top kick, #1 cinnamon roll of Danganronpa. Always and forever
The
will
number
be.
one cinnamon roll.
Yes, the #1 cinnamon
Maybe I
roll.
know one, but that's not my favorite character at all. Monokuma. But yeah, that's all my basic knowledge of Danganronpa. Sorry guys, sue me or something. But no, please don't.
Gonna sue you.
No. How difficult is to manage all the people in the community?
Dude, super hard. I have to keep Mesmo in line.
Oh no! Don't get me started on Mezumo, Sea Dog. Okay? Just don't. We don't want to cross that bridge.
Yeah. He's always like, "Yo, I want to host
If
a
that's what it
community
takes to
podcast
have, if I
today."
have to deal with Mesmo, I don't want to be a staff member. I'm saddened.
Yeah, it's rough.
You should
Okay,
look at
okay.
my
Joke's
face
over.
expression.
Joke's over.
It's
Alright.
I used to. Oh, you want to go for next?
There are times where it's difficult to manage, I guess, the people in the community. But we have a trusted staff. We work together. We have chats, and we keep each other informed on things going on, right? That's kind of how we manage the community. Let people know what's going on. Try to talk with people, see how everyone's doing, see, what they're interested in. Try to build that good community. In a sense, get people into things that they like, have fun. That's what I think community is all about. And, working together with people, it's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's also because I don't know. I'd say we have a good group of people in our community. It's not like anyone's acting out need. It's not like we have to step in a lot. It's mostly, I guess, organizing events and that kind of stuff.
Mario?
I'm a somewhat run a community, but it's very quiet. Not a lot of things happen there. And if they do things, I have to look at both sides of the story, figure out and try to find a compromise between both arguments. So it's a weird little staff thing, but I do believe that it's the community Discord one. This one, not mine, the other one,
And
is well more put together.
Andy Duty says, "Hey Massimo Infernox, Mario, and Sea Dog, how are you all today?"
Doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good.
Going back to 10 minutes of this podcast. Yeah,
I feel
2
Messi
minutes of sleep,
great.
2 hours. Oh my gosh.
We do a 4-person Let's Play on Sun and Moon.
I got my copy.
I don't.
Probably
I don't
not
have
me,
one.
but
I don't have one.
Oh,
So that's basically
Rip the
Infernox playing it, and we are backseat gaming.
You're
yeah,
watching
we
me.
can talk. Yeah, we can talk, and you can stream your screen while we just commentate.
hmm
Yeah,
What's
sounds
that
good.
Pokemon?
It's Andy
It's
Doofy
I don't know.
or Duty.
It's another
or-
Zubat because we're in another
Pokemon.
cave.
It's Pikachu!
It's another
Jigglypuff!
Zubat because it's always a Zubat. It's always Zubat. Every time.
I have a topic if no one's. There's nothing
Yeah,
else.
go right ahead. I think. Do we have any
So,
more questions?
No, not yet.
I guess I might serve or be a good person to ask, but how did everyone like Strikeout?
Oh yeah, that ended. Well,
Rooting for you, Sea Dog. You let me down.
Yep.
You let me down,
No.
Sea Dog. I'm not surprised Brian won, but I'm like, come on, Sea Dog. Like, I was like, you could have gotten your first win, but no, now Brian has 3
Hey.
wins.
I think for one, Sea-Dog did a very good job.
Yes,
and it was a good
Thank
season.
He beat. I wouldn't say he beat necessarily, but I say that he got maybe an advantage maybe once.
I think I won 2, but the second was the second to last challenge.
It was melee Brian or Net with the advantage, Brian or Net with the disadvantage, or someone else with a disadvantage. Oh yeah, good to see you, Sea Dog.
Yeah, it happened twice. I don't know. The first few times I was trying to like, I guess just get by. I didn't want to take too many risks, but then towards the end, I know on the command block part, no, race to the place, I split off from them, and that's how I got the button. So
That was pretty cool. I like that challenge.
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, they were
cool.
good
Pretty
challenges.
fun.
All good nods to past seasons and all good new ideas. You know, it's pretty good. The finale, once again, I think it's 3 seasons in a row now. It came down to like the last point or something.
I know.
It's
It
so
was
intense.
when I
So
was
intense.
editing my episode, because I hadn't edited it until last week, and I messaged Striker. I said, "Dude, this finale challenge is intense." like I was gasping while editing it myself.
hmm One thing that you and me now have in common, Sea Dog, though, is that your name's changing. What's your name? DVD Dog. Okay. On the podcast, it's changing. Your name's changing. But sorry. One thing that we have in common now is we both went out to a platformer challenge.
That's
So we
right.
have that in common. Uh,
Rip.
that platform challenge. It is tough. I can guarantee. I can tell you how tough that challenge is.
Yeah, and
Especially with all the barrier blocks and getting the good shot. I know. I
Yeah,
feel your
and
pain, man.
I don't think it was good. Like I don't think you could have seen it very well on episode, but when it was 4-3, with Brian had 4 and I had 3, so this could have been the last one.
Mhm.
Brian hit me and I almost got knocked off, but I somehow landed on top of the barrier,
Yep.
and I slid off onto another platform. So that could have been it.
That
And-
could have been it.
but
Uh,
make it hashtag 4-4, right?
Yeah,
Fun
hashtag
story
forward.
short. Fun story short. There's a game board, the board game called Eureka. Basically, a quick reaction game where you have to puzzle around with balls in a few pipes. You have to juggle between them to replicate something on a card that you just flip up, and the goal is to get 5 points. All in total. Well, I was playing with one of my friends, and you know what we were getting at? 4-4. And I was like, I had to mention him, this situation, what you were in. I was
You're
like,
destined.
yeah, 4-4. Oh my god, no, please, no.
We got another question.
The thing is, though, is that Sea Dog did better than all. Where's the question?
Andy Duthie.
Oh,
Above hashtag.
I'm doing a spirit Pokemon thing. Question to all of you. What's your favorite type of Pokemon? Type? Huh. Based off of your profile pics, you guys, I would say Mario fan would be Fairy. Sea Dog would be Dark. And Infernox, Water Electric?
You almost had it, kind of.
My
Uh,
favorite,
oh,
being a Raichu.
Wait, Air
Talked about it.
Electric. Yeah.
So, my name, Infernox, Inferno. Fire.
Oh, instead of water,
We'll go
you
with-
just want fire. I see.
Mhm.
Okay. How about
It all
you
makes sense
guys?
now.
Mine's electric, cause I'm a Raichu. And I'm gonna write you. Question. Not
But I'm just gonna peek at you, but well, whatever. See, Doug?
Good pun.
No, obviously I'm not very informed, but
Basically,
I
all
have
kinds
no
of
idea.
basic elements that there are in the real life. It's basically a Pokemon
yeah,
element.
I know that I know like the
His
basics
favorite
of
Pokemon
that kind
type
of
is
stuff,
Team Valor.
but I know the elements, or, the types, whatever. But I don't know if I could pick a favorite. Too educated.
If you have to pick it right now, what would it be?
I don't know. I'll say normal.
Okay, that's good.
Gotta be balanced.
He's a normal guy.
I'm a normal guy.
Huh.
He's a normal dude.
It's just a normal panda in a Superman costume.
Yeah, you don't
Kidding.
see it every day.
As Lee.
Says the Undertale fox weird guy in the.
Andy says Inferno would be either a Fennekin or a Flareon. I don't know what he said about that.
Yeah, oh, because Firefox, I see.
Yeah, Firefox, I guess.
Oh, and what kind of
Close.
browser do you use in Infernox? Firefox?
Oh,
I'm
No,
out.
Internet Explorer.
yeah. No. Do I have to answer that question, or can I keep it secret?
You can keep
That'll
it
be-
as a secret.
That'll be a secret.
Yeah,
We'll
for
never
all
know.
us. No one shall know. Muhahaha. So, why should we bring back the fox once we have the fox already here?
Well, you should always bring back the fox.
Well, I'll
You should
bring
try.
back the dog.
I will try.
Yeah.
If
I've never been able to escape that hashtag. I've never been able to
Well,
escape.
don't you promote it?
well,
I do.
Infernox,
It's
if you
fun, but it always pops up without me saying anything somewhere.
Infernox,
Well, I mean, if you can't
you
run
ever
from
have
it,
the
then
time,
accept
I
it.
will invite you
Because you
back
keep
and
running
again.
away. You gotta bring me back.
Well, if you want, bring back the fox. You know
Bring
the story.
back the fox. You know, if you guys want it, well, keep those.
If you want it.
The next
don't want
hashtags
exciting
coming.
contestant. The next exciting contestant on Face Off, Infernox.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Bring back
yeah,
the fox.
I'm gonna be in my own game show.
Oh
Spoiler
my God,
alert.
spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Oh my bad. I spoils.
Alright, guys, we are soon getting off with 1 hour. It's like 4 minutes left. We should getting to the end of the conversation. Any goodbye words for the viewers out there who's gonna watch it right now or in the future when they are looking it back? Let's go in order. Infernox. Any final?
Yeah, I'll say goodbye, everyone. It's fun answering your questions. If you have any more, I'm always an open book. Ask me questions, and keep your eyes open. There may be some stuff coming out in the future. Who knows?
My nose knows. See, Doug?
Same thing. I'm always open. Just hit me up in the DM if you got a question. Depends on if I can answer it, if I'm that qualified, but try my best. And everyone has a good day.
And how about you, Mario Fan One Lol?
Hundreds of people get 2 hours of sleep. Remember, kids, don't drink and drive.
Okay, now for final recap of everything we've been talking about, game shows. We have been talking about games in general. We answered a few questions. Hasn't been that much as before, but always do your homework, guys. As in, get more questions for next time. It's gonna be 2 weeks from now, so get your game on, guys. That's for one. The other thing is that tomorrow I'm gonna close down the Minecraft Game Show Awards suggestions, because that's the end date coming right up in your alley. Basically, the when is probably gonna be my time night. Well, it's at night time wherever I feel like it, like maybe around 7 p.m. That's like GMT plus 2. So if you are UK people, just add plus 1 hour to your watch. For all the US people, like 5 or 6 or 7 hours. I don't know. That's a huge country. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. And for a final goodbye verse, thank you guys for joining in. It has been a blast. Hope you guys enjoyed to the very last second of it, and hopefully see you next time. And of course, I will let you guys know about all these updates on when will be the next podcast, who will be in it, so on and so forth. But whatever. But until next time, toodaloo. Everyone just say goodbye, okay?
Bye.
Team
Bye.
Rocket's
Watching.
blasting off again!
Tell my wife I don't have one.